Hey everybody, I'm Ken Heron, and today I'm filming with the Inspire 2, the Whispering Hills Farm in Benton, Kentucky. And I'm gonna combine all of my skills to make it a good video for you. Because it's a combine and you get it. Hey everybody, I'm here with Ian and I'm in the combine. Is it as exciting for you as it is for me?
I don't know. I mean, sorta.
How many times have you driven a combine?
I've driven it quite a bit. I don't have a certain number, but
Yeah. Well, this is awesome. Are you an operator as well?
I run the tractor.
Okay. And the tractor is what
well,
part of the operation is?
Hauls the grain to the truck.
Okay, so the thing that this dumps it into.
Yeah.
And then you're the guy that has to keep up with the combine.
Mm-hmm.
And that's got to be pretty difficult.
Yeah. Especially with 3 of them.
Oh, that's right. And so when the grain thing that you're riding is full,
I have to go up to the semi and load the semi.
and then is there somebody else, another one to come in after you? Or
well,
the combine holds enough corn to...
Well, if the corn's making a good bushel, which this corn's really good, Joe's corn is, they've been getting full really fast, so.
Okay. This is quite the road blocker, isn't it? You can get traffic piled up behind you on these little country roads.
Uh-huh.
But if you ever get annoyed when you're driving down the road and you come up behind a farmer, just know how much work is going into feeding you, and you can take an extra couple minutes out of your day to let them do their job, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, I'm here with Jamie Wade. She owns this operation.
I do.
And how long have you owned it?
My husband Bruce and I started farming about probably 28 years ago.
What made you decide to get into farming?
A momentary lapse of judgment at this point would be.
Are you regretting it?
Well,
There's a lot of risk.
there is a lot of risk. There is a lot of risk, and more risk, a whole lot more risk now than when we first started 28 years ago, because equipment costs are so high, fuel costs are high, seed costs are high, and commodities go up. And when corn was $7, everything that had to do, all the inputs went up, and now corn's back down to $3, but the inputs never come back down, so it makes it more challenging. So yeah, we have a whole lot of risk right now.
It's really like playing the stock market.
Oh yeah, it is.
Numbers up, numbers down.
Yeah.
And the layman, that people like me and some people that are watching may not even consider what goes into getting the food on their plate.
Well, there was a Facebook post that somebody sent me a week or so ago that said, definition of a farmer: a individual who works 300 hours a month, losing money, producing food for people who swear they're trying to kill them. And that's a very accurate description, because farming is a very labor-intensive job. It takes a lot of dedication. I mean, it's not done 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Every year it is increasingly difficult between the risk and reward, and then just all of the other factors, resistant weeds.
Farmers don't really do it for money. They do it because it's a lifestyle and because they love it, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
What can we as consumers do to help?
Well, be aware. Be aware that when you wake up in the morning and you go to the fridge and you get a gallon of milk and you get a box of cereal, somebody that owned that dairy has got 15,000 cows on feed every day, and they are monitoring those cows 24/7, and they are milking them 2 times a day. Everything in the place has got to be clean enough to eat off of, and you're getting a gallon of milk for less than $3. All right.
Speaking of milk, I want to bring my buddy Kelly over here. Come on over here, Kelly.
Speaking of milk.
Yeah. There, you step right here in between us.
All right.
This guy will not drink milk if it's 1 hour past the expiration date. Will you please tell? And he wastes it. He wastes it. Would you please tell him that that's
here's
okay?
my
That's
argument.
a myth.
They put an expiration date on the bottle, on the jug.
Yes.
So when that date has passed, it's time to get rid of it and go buy more to help the farmer even more.
Well, and we appreciate your support. But at the end of the day, no, milk is not expired until it is soured. So yeah, but I understand. I have one son who's exactly like you, and then I have the other one. He'll be like me. He'll be like, nope, I think this is still good. You know, we'll test it.
He thinks it's going to sour at midnight on the date that's printed on the bottle.
No, but I am, as a consumer, a producer and a consumer, I'm glad that they do put expiration dates, because I fear how long some retailers might keep it otherwise.
So he's doing good?
Well, it's personal preference, but yes, for our industry, yes, he is definitely helping out with, consumption.
So people should go to the store, just buy milk, and start dumping it down the drain. You'll help your local farmer.
There you go.
So if I pour it on my cereal and it looks like cottage cheese, it's time
to go. It is. It is.
Let us know in the comments below what you do. Do you drink milk after the expiration date? I do. It's fine if I do the sniff test.
Exactly,
right?
the sniff test. Exactly.
Thank you very much for talking with me.
Thank you. I enjoyed it.
So Joe, tell us how to combine. How's a combine?
Well, a combine has snouts on the header which fall between the rows of corn. And as the corn plant or stalk comes in between those what look like fingers, there's two torpedo-shaped concave screws that grab the corn plant and strip it straight down, and it is stripped, the kernels beaten off of the cob itself. Then it passes through into what are called walkers, and there's air blowing through the walkers to separate the chaff and the kernels. The kernels being heavier fall through, the chaff stays on top, and all the refuse and chaff goes out the back end.
So it's pretty simple.
It's pretty simple. A lot of moving parts, a lot of moving parts.
What would you like people that don't know anything about how their food gets to them to know?
They should know what farmers are risking all the time, because there's the tremendous outlay. Tractors average $200,000 and up. The costs are tremendous, and they make so little over the course of a field. To be efficient and to be profitable at all, they have to go over thousands of acres. The days of the little farmer, the ma and pa farmer, are just all virtually over, because it's economies of scale. And then they're subject to the vagaries of weather, markets. The tariff war that's going on has severely depressed agricultural prices such that it's not profitable. But right now there's a lot of people that are break even or not making a profit, but they still have to go over it because they still have to make their variable payments on equipment and land and rental and so on like that. So it's a huge financial risk, and you're gambling with weather and stuff. And yes, there are good years, but there's a lot of lean years too. And
so if you're paying a few more pennies for your Doritos, you should just suck it up and do it.
And thank the American farmer that you've got it to eat, because the most important thing people fail to remember is, in most countries of the world, so much more of their dollar goes to feed themselves versus us, where our food budget is comparatively a low percentage. That's what allowed us to spend more of our money on manufactured goods and increasing a standard of living. That's what made America great, is America's farmers producing abundant, healthy, profitable food for all, and being able to feed the world virtually. And without the farmers providing such inexpensive food for so long in this country, you wouldn't have any money to spend on radios, cars, housing, luxury items and things like that, and swimming pools, things that up the standard of living, better schools, and with more taxes and so on from all the manufacturing jobs, has allowed us to have a higher standing of living. And that's all due to the American farmer.
Kelly, thanks for helping out today.
Sure, anytime.
And thank you, Joe, for such a corny day.
Absolutely glad to provide such a corny day.
Do you know any good corn
I don't know
jokes?
any corn jokes.
Really?
Sorry.
All
No.
this corn, you don't know any corny jokes?
No, not any corny jokes. I know corn goes in liquor.
There you go.
Liquor's quicker.
Oh, yeah, it is. Boop, and bye.
Bye.
And just to let everybody know, Ian's not 11 years old.
Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah.
He's an adult.
Just really little.
Just he's small. But you know what? That's a good thing. I wish I looked 10 years younger than I am.
Uh-huh.